Hey everybody, welcome back to the tutorial series Intro to Charting and Behavior Sciences. We're picking up where we left off with hybrid plots. And full disclosure, I actually committed the error I alluded to before, where Excel is picky about what you transition to what. And I'll show you where. If you look at where we left off before, you'll notice that our bar charts end up drifting and not corresponding to the other series. So if you look here, these are our points 13, where x is 13 in the xy scatter. But this point where the value is 83, that should really be on top of 13, but it's like way over there. And the reason for it is in how Excel ends up treating the x values, whether or not it starts a new one or ends up making a separate one and just doesn't show it. But there's a way around that. So what we'll do is we're going to recreate what we did in the last tutorial, but we're just going to modify one step. So like before, we're going to select our data. We're going to add baseline. We'll add all of these variables, or all these values. We're going to add treatments. Add all the treatment values. Going to add our FC response. Going to add all those values. Going to add integrity. And we'll keep them all there. Now this is going to look identical to how it did before. But what we did before was we moved the bar chart, these values, onto a secondary axis. So the 0 to 100 would be on the left. Now what we want to do is we want to keep the same x-axis that's shared. And that's not going to work if we move these over to the right. So we're going to keep these over on the left, and we're going to move these other new line values to the right. So what that really means is everything that's going to be between 0 and 4 is going to be on the secondary axis, the one on the right, instead of on the left. Because up here it's on the left, and it ended up bugging out. So let's do that now. Let's right-click on our baseline data, and we'll go into the menu where we could change the series type. And we could actually do them all at the same time. Where if we go into baseline, we want to make that our XY scatter plot with lines. We'll do that, and we'll put that on the secondary axis. We'll do the same for treatment. Put it on the secondary axis. And we'll do the same for FC and put it on the secondary axis. Now we have the same thing as above, but can't really tell you why, but now all the axes tend to stay where they're supposed to be. So we're gonna drop out this chart we had before and stick with this new plot. So now we have a chart that'll actually hold together as we resize, and everything will just all line up on a shared x-axis. Alright, so sorry about that mistake before. If you stay tuned, our next tutorial will begin styling this type of plot to make it look a bit more straightforward and professional. So stay tuned, watch the website, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you then.